Hello Total Wargamers, my name is Deacon and welcome to a new series in Third Age Total War and Advanced version 2.2 of Divide and Conquer. And I've been playing in 1.2 and 2.1. You will find many other playlists also with Rohan, Linden, the Lamroth, Erebor, Kand, Dovinian, if you look around. So plenty of things to see. Did I say Erebor? Erebor is also in there. And now we are off to a new start with the Northern Dúnedain, and especially interesting because in 2.2 there are a number of new units and also unit changes for the Cardlan units that are now slightly buffed have a different look. The Dúnedain Wardens have a different look. Aragorn has a new unit as a bodyguard. And well, as we'll continue on, you will see. Then this is also a campaign where we'll play by a number of viewer-suggested house rules. The first of them is that I will not build any new military buildings until we are attacked by factions other than the independents. In order to change the tax rate or to build any buildings, there has to be a general slash governor in the settlement. The tax rate has to stay low unless we are at war with another faction. Then there will be only one general unit in any army, unless we are coupled together in a settlement and defending. And then fifthly, a general can only have double the number of his command stars as units. So a 4-star general can have 8 units, for example, and only a 10-star can have 20. So then the good factions, and as we're playing as a good faction, will never be aggressive, because the idea is that the world has been at peace for thousands of years, and the populace just wouldn't join an army for no specific reason other than a war. And they would not be willing to pay for higher taxes other than war. So they're kind of pacifist, and that's why armies are only put out to war whenever there's a war declared upon us, and taxes can only be increased whenever we are at war. However, and it is not just the faction declaring war on us, but physically attacking one of our armies. That is the idea. Now, on top of that, we will not take any adoptions. So our family trees will only expand by birth and coming of age of new generals. And we will not take on any mercenaries at all. So only units that we've trained ourselves will be in the armies. And that is more or less it. Of course, expanding on the idea that we are a good faction, we would not declare a war on any of the other good factions. We will seek alliances with the good factions and uphold them, so we would never break them. But that is at the point where it's just almost evident in and of itself. Now then, let's crack on and start the campaign. Oh yes. And I love to dig into the lore. So, for example, this is a picture that I've requested a comment on before. Who are these two guys? It's not Sauron, and it's not Celebrimbor either. It is, if I'm correct, Melkor fighting with Glorfindel. But you may correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm going to try and dig into all these loading screens, as they offer a wealth of lore information and background towards the whole Tolkien universe, I'd say. Which I'm obviously a huge fan of. And I have read practically everything that there is to read. Just that most of it has been ages ago, and I didn't commit everything to memory. So and then again, still sometimes guesswork. I will... Oh, it says we are playing 2.1, but I assure you this is 2.2. And many of the regular questions that people ask are being answered by these comments here. And if you've been into Divide and Conquer since version 2 or 2.1, none of this is going to surprise you. This is all pretty much the same. Then we are the Northern Dúnedain. I'm not going to read everything out loud, but I will scroll slowly so you have a second to pause the video and read these passages for yourself if you like. I recommend that you do, but it's just that it's not going to be very entertaining and lengthy. Some of you might find it entertaining, but I will leave the choice up to you. And also I have my reservations whether or not I will be a good reader. Now, military report means we cannot build our elite units until the barracks event comes to pass somewhere around turn 60. Well, I think Hevigil lost some of his army in this patch, so it's slightly smaller. We are going to have to make a choice, kind of, between Deadman's Dyke and Numinos, but I want to have them both. So what I'll do is I'll keep the one under siege so that our ally Bree won't take it away in front of our noses. This is Carlin Archers, Carlin Swordsmen. With their new stats, they have been slightly buffed, and they've been given a slightly different look as well. So the step up from Carlin Archers into the Dúnedain units is now slightly less big, so to say. And important also, these guys can no longer hide in plain force, so to say.
Yes, my lord.
Now Aragorn, if he steps out, and he will, because we're planning a watchtower over here, comes with a new type of bodyguard unit, the Grey Company, which are now legendary swordsmen. So of course the Grey Company did ride out to meet up Aragorn, but they were not particularly famous as riders, nor were they particularly famous as archers, but they were just very good individual sword-wielding fighters. Also, Aragorn will have a two-handed sword animation on the battle map, so that obviously is awesome. Now I must admit that I haven't been playing with Northern Dúnedain since 0.5, I think it is. So a lot of things have changed for me in particular, and
your orders, my lord.
I might be surprised, so you might see me fooling around, clowning about, failing at some of the simplest things. People that are more
Yes, my
used
lord.
to playing with the Northern Dúnedain will be used to, just to spice things up.
Your orders, my lord.
Now, for one, we can move out Hevigil. I said we are not taking any mercs, so as handy as these bandits come in, we're not taking them. Instead, I'm going to move Hevigil here, and I'm going to lay siege to Numinos. Now,
we
this
shall continue tomorrow.
army is too strong for us to take. So what I'll do, in fact, is send over one of these rangers. And what do we have here? Because this army is going to march on Fornos Rain, Deadman's Dyke. There are new custom settlements for both Deadman's Dyke, unupgraded and upgraded, and a Numinos, so that's gonna
Yes,
spice
my
things up a
lord.
little. And we have 2 infantry, 1 ranged, 1 infantry, 1 ranged.
Your
This
orders,
guy,
my lord.
what kind of... We'll have to do construction first. And I am going to look for things that buff our income. And this is a ranger's hall, not a military building, I would say. This would be a military building, but we cannot build until we are attacked, which of course is interesting. Also, I must fight all my battles manually.
Yes, my lord.
Another house rule. I will only auto-resolve if there is a general alone by himself on the map being attacked, and auto-resolving is the only solution to keeping him alive. Now I will go with the carpenter's hut here, and I will go with the carpenter's hut here as well. And since we have low taxes, I think we can move out this entire army and go here. We do get some free watchtowers, which is excellent. So the entirety of the army can move this direction. And Aragorn. I don't know where I'm sending him yet. I think he'll just stay in the capital.
Your orders, my
Hirvigil
lord.
has 5 command stars, and
Yes, my
Aragorn
lord.
has 4. Okay, so he can have 8 units. That's more than we have. And in terms of bonuses,
Your orders, my lord.
they only apply when you have an even number of command stars. So going from 2 to 4 to 6 and so on. And we start out with 3 generals, as far as I know. So getting them all leveled up is particularly important. Another thing is...
Yes, my lord.
I'll bring over one of these wardens to keep them under siege. These guys are gonna go over to Deadman's Dyke.
Yes.
And keep it under siege.
Beginning the siege. Siege force reporting.
And they have cave trolls and scourge raiders. Alrighty then. Oh wait, mistake. It doesn't matter. This guy also has to come here.
March to exhaustion.
And here we
Your
go,
orders,
keep him
my
under
lord.
siege. As I was thinking, I'm gonna tuck Hilvigil in there, but house rules do not allow for that. So that'll be to
Yes, my
build
lord.
another watchtower here. Maybe.
This tower will
Nope,
keep
didn't do
vigil
anything. I was
over the
hoping to
lands.
catch a little view over there. And here was this. Nothing. We have only 2 settlements. That is it. And let's hit the enter. No, because I don't think we have any agents, do we? No, here. Agents, none. Diplomacy, we are allied to Bree and Imladris, at war with Angmar, and the independence, Angmar needs to attack us first.
Your will, my lord.
let's put these
Orders.
two guys out here,
As you wish.
and let's
Your
have
orders, my
Aragorn move along with them, and see if we can take the settlement over there. And that should be it for now. Oh no, we are training a diplomat and a spy. Osul gives us the diplomat, if I'm correct. Yep. There we go. And that is it. Arafor, you will be in command of the army taking Deadman's Dyke. I could hope that Bree sends over an army and that parks it next to ours, because those cave trolls are a problem. Oh, there you go. And yeah, we will
Fall
withdraw.
back and regroup.
Oh, then there's
Breaking off the siege.
another army moving around. You know what?
Your will, my lord.
I think.
Yes, my lord.
Yes. Assembling a mighty host. This tower will keep vigil over the lands. With honor.
Oh, yes.
This tower will keep vigil over the lands.
Your orders.
To siege.
As
Anyone
you
else?
command. We shall, my
You
lord.
come back to the fort.
By your command. Your will, my
And
lord.
you
Yes, my
out
lord.
of 4. What I think I'll do is
Your
give,
orders, my lord.
I mean, we have
Yes,
to be
my
practical
lord.
about it. I do want to level out of 4. It's just that
Yes. We shall
we need
continue.
Aragorn's
Your
unit
orders, my
really,
lord.
units, if we want to have a chance at taking that province.
My
So you
lord.
might as well sit there. Now we have a spy. Where are you? Agent?
My lord.
And I want you to spy on Angmar, which is going to be our first
I shall
enemy.
continue tomorrow.
And our diplomat I want
Your orders.
to head over to Eredlune. There somewhere. Hey, what did you find? These guys are already
Tis
allies.
good to see you, my friend. How can we help?
This is demanding to you.
This proposal is of little interest.
You know, I'm not
Very
gonna do
well.
it.
It was just a
We
suggestion.
can afford it, but that money is better spent elsewhere.
As you wish. Stopping here.
And
Yes, my lord.
I think that is it. Oh, hey.
Your orders, my
I
lord.
entirely forgot about Halbarad. Halbarad of the North. We'll also have to come here then.
With honor.
Oh, really? Ikrun might actually attack him, I don't know. Oh, Moria reclaimed. All expansion. It's all that same. Single unit of bandits that is available. Of course they do, Sally. And Hidegil will have to withdraw.
Rally to me,
Naturally.
men! We must regroup. Pulling back from the walls.
Now here we may be a little bit over-challenged, I don't know. 4 units of Raider Warband, but that is going to take a bite out of our what do we have for a general?
Attack!
If it is Grey Company, then he may actually take the brunt of the battle here. If he survives, that is. And I'm not sure what I could have checked, but I didn't check. Start deployment. No, it is Northern Dúnedain bodyguards. So it's the unit with the steel bows, and they have 43 of them. And where shall we fight? I'm gonna sit here on this kind of a hill-like position and fight for the hill. Cardland swordsmen, and then some Cardland archers.
Okay. So fall the corrupt.
Oh wow!
Be alert.
And you're gonna be here and skirmish.
This area.
And you will be here and guard the flank.
Stay quiet. Avoid melee.
We are going to have to.
So fall the corrupt.
Oh, they can skirmish even. That's interesting. And okay. Radar warband, little light infantry. They have no shields, so our archers are going to cut them to pieces quite handily. And I'm gonna rush the swordsman to the side there. See if we can get into their general's unit, who is at the rear. My objective here is to lose as few units as possible, because we're gonna need them to take Deadman's Dyke. And therefore the Cardland units should not perish. And given the house rules that we've been given,
Watch this area.
we are going to need hold on to
Stay quiet.
consider a more passive approach, such as building our
Be
economy
alert.
and buying
Be alert.
unit settlements. So I'm going to consider buying settlements from, for instance, Bree. Okay, they are not going into melee, they are going into
Be
melee.
alert. Be alert.
Now what I'll do is count on my steel bowmen here
Stay quiet.
to win the day, and try and make those units attack us. Our general is over here at the other end, so as long as they get stuck into our general, all should be well.
Stay quiet.
These guys are just idling here. Okay, I'm gonna attack this Raider warband, because they have a bunch of them isolated, amongst which I hope at least could be their general. Okay, now withdraw.
So fall the corrupt.
Too bad that we do not get any
Our men have
special.
slain the
There
enemy
you go.
general.
General's
Without
dead.
him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
This is tricky business. But it seems that we're pulling away 2 units from the fight here. And 2 of them are engaged, so we're getting 3 shots at this Raider warband here. These guys, the ones that aren't engaged in melee, are also getting kills. Come on, there you go. You can hear the arrows touching. Okay. So they are out of reach now, so I'm gonna deploy here. You keep walking, actually running. And I'm gonna try and save these 4 soldiers. That's enough now to shoot at them. I don't know. These are light infantry. These are also light infantry. So hopefully their speeds are going to be the same. And you would expect these guys to eventually break. At least I would expect that. In any case, I'm going to try and charge them from the rear with this unit and break them, and then get our general's unit stuck in melee again. Okay. Wheel about, boys. Okay, I'm gonna rush this way because our general is dying a little fast here. Okay. Another wheel. There you go. As long as they're not charging. The moment they start charging, they get a speed. Now they're charging. And now we're gonna have to counter charge because they will catch up with us. Because they are charging. Okay, now shoot into them. They shouldn't like being shot at from the rear. Okay. In the past there was this fire arrow ability that could make a unit lose morale a lot quicker. Now, unfortunately their general's unit is rushing towards our rear, and our archers, now they're wavering.
Only half the enemy force remains.
They've only lost a few, so they should break quickly now. And unfortunately our arrow fire is just not very effective. Come on guys, break already. They're broken now. So we are gonna run this way. And it is unfortunate that so many of them are losing so much. They are now wavering. So I'm gonna run my swordsman up here. Yeah, these guys are also wavering. I'm gonna charge now. With they're breaking. So hopefully the charge into their rears is going to break them. Oh hey. Don't skirmish anymore, shoot them.
Be alert.
We're gonna dance around a little bit again. We're gonna charge into these radar warband again. Because they need to break. They were wavering just a moment ago, so... These are rebels. Come on, die already. Hey, hello. Okay, now these are charging. We did get up. We did get caught into melee.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Now, I am severely hoping that they will just lose morale because they've been running a lot. They've lost a lot of units. Their general is dead. These are now broken. So I'm going to shoot into their rear and charge into the rear. And then hopefully that puts them off a little. Now, our 6 Dúnedain bodyguards aren't going to kill many, but they should receive a penalty from being shot from the rear. Okay, they are wavering. They're receiving the charge now.
Behold
There you
how
go.
our cowardly foe runs.
That
This
is it.
a
We
clear
lost
victory.
60 men, 7 bodyguards healed back up. I was really hoping for more swordsmen to be healed back up. But anyway, it is as it is. It's still a fighting unit, and they've gained some experience. They may not rank up, but yeah, it adds up. So they will kill more in the next battle, and so on, until they gain ranks, and then they start getting bonuses. Hopefully now, Adafort will receive a rank bonus as well. I mean, like a command That also counts as a victory, by the way. So with enough victories, eventually he will rank up, allowing him to command more units. But as I said, buying settlements might actually be a way to go in this campaign, because with our passive strategy,
yes,
we are going
making
to
camp here.
done landings mission. This is Tharbud. You know what? I'll say no
Yes,
to
my
that.
lord.
We shall engage.
Your
Arafor
orders, my lord.
is going to come here,
With honor, we shall continue tomorrow.
and these 3 units should also come there. Okay.
As you wish.
Aragorn.
No further.
Yes, my lord.
How about building a watchtower
Yes.
here?
This
And
tower
then
will keep
going
vigil over the
this
lands.
way.
With honor,
There you go.
we can go no further, my lord.
Now then, construction report. And we cannot build anything because we don't have any governors anywhere.
Your
So
orders, my
once
lord.
our armies have combined, then we should start sending some guys back to actually start issuing construction orders.
Yes, my lord.
And that might actually be
Your orders, my lord.
Halbarad, although he does come with an awesome army and has quite a couple of command stars. 7 in fact. How many does Aragorn have? He has
Yes,
the full
my
Monty,
lord.
which is interesting, but we
Your
don't
orders, my
really
lord.
have that many. He comes with 9, so let's give him that last rank first and make that a priority. And oh, we have a new family member. Now, spy, where are you?
My lord.
There you go. Let's check upon
Approaching
Cometh
quietly.
Bryn is something I would like to
Tomorrow's
take.
journey
There will be
planned
plenty of
out.
stuff to take
I shall
once
continue
Angmar starts
tomorrow.
fighting us.
Yes, my lord.
And until then, we have Dead
Your
Man's
orders,
Dyke
my
as
lord.
primary objective.
Yes, my lord.
Just gonna throw everything except for our generals at them with Aragorn in command. So say that Bree takes Ter Dune, for example, then we'll just try and we are losing money by the gazillions each turn.
Your will, my lord.
Captain Malak. And Ziplomets,
Yes, my lord.
please find added loon for us, like there.
Without question.
Shire
I shall
reached.
continue tomorrow.
Because we need that alliance first and foremost against Angmar. And I don't know if eventually Dunland might show up here, and also Misty Mountain North might show up there. Depends on how Imladris is doing. Not that they will die soon, but they might be besieged a lot. And as I've said, this is probably not the optimum way to go about things, even by these house rules. Could have been more effective or efficient, perhaps. It's just been so long since I've visited the Northern Dúnedain that just...
Fall back! We must regroup. Pulling back from the walls.
It's a puzzle for
My
me
lord.
as well.
Yes.
And I'm
Stopping
sure
here.
that many
Your
of you will
orders.
be
As you
falling over
command,
me with
we shall
suggestions left
prevail.
and right,
Yes.
which is it's
Yes,
okay
my
really.
lord.
That is excellent. Who is the better governor? Night Fighter, he's a better fighter.
Your
Out of
orders, my
4,
lord. Yes, my lord.
is a defender, doesn't really have too much of governor experience either, but he is a lot smaller. He has a significantly smaller bodyguard, so you're going to be the...
Splitting our forces.
Oh dear, this is what I mean. Captain Baldo with Satellite Mercs, and then Silver Chevron Bandits is going to be an auto-resolve.
Rally to me, men! We must regroup. We
So
shall continue tomorrow.
that is unfortunate that it
Your
had
orders,
to
my
happen.
lord.
I don't understand why suddenly. Because they move. That's it, basically.
Yes, my
I
lord.
guess. Fortunately, we did find out about them,
We shall prevail.
and it does give us an opportunity to combine these armies without them, Captain Beldor, finding out
orders, my
about us. But I'm gonna walk Aragorn
With
this way,
honor, we can go no further, my lord. This
Yes,
and
my
then
lord.
Aragorn can still come to us.
we shall continue
the next time,
tomorrow.
if he survives, that is. They might actually attack him again. You have
Your
moved.
orders.
Now then, spy, where are you?
My lord.
This is so very much not
Approaching quietly.
power gaming that it
Approaching
almost
quietly.
hurts. There is Angmar.
Your orders, my lord.
And with the limitations, it is a campaign that I might actually lose for a change. Who will tell? In any case, hey, Durin, did they just decrease size of the garrison? I don't know. Let's keep an eye on Angmar and hit the end turn. Now, the advantage that Dead Man's Dyke might offer us is a lot of free upkeep slots. So we can, and an armory. They are selling, but I'm gonna wait for Aragorn here.
We are
I want him
disgraced.
to
Fall back and retreat.
gain the experience
Pulling back
and
from the walls.
gain that next command star.
Rally to me, men! We must regroup.
Oh
Pulling
look,
back from the walls.
My lord.
so what are they moving towards to?
Approaching
More of a
quietly.
Tarth.
I shall continue
Okay,
tomorrow.
come back here.
Tomorrow's journey planned
And
out.
Arafor,
Yes, my lord.
well, he's still there. Captain Baldo.
Yes,
Aragorn.
Your orders, my lord.
with honor.
Yes,
Halbarad
my lord.
As you
sees them
command,
again.
we shall prevail.
And
Your
Irvikil
orders,
the
my lord.
siege again.
We shall engage.
And
Yes, my lord. As you wish. Tomorrow's journey planned out.
I don't know
I
where
shall
we are going to
continue
encounter
tomorrow,
Eredun, but I expect there
stopping
somewhere.
here.
And this is going to be interesting. Oh, by the way, can we get another diplomat or spy? Diplomacy, yes. And turn. I'm gonna fill that mission. I should have thought about this earlier, then I might have succeeded. I generally try to play the missions, unless they tell me to blockade ports, for example. That is just... I don't do silly missions, but as a rule of thumb, I will try. Or for example, annex cities of allies. You sometimes get missions like that. I refuse to do them.
Fall back.
But
we must regroup.
other than that,
Pulling back from
I
the walls.
generally do try to comply with them as a role-playing
We are
objective
disgraced.
purpose
Fall
thing.
back and retreat.
A quest for a hero. I was just gonna say, Aragorn does get his own quest line, and he has to move to the Prancing Pony, which eventually
Yes,
will
my lord.
lead to the
To
taking
battle.
of
Your orders, my lord.
We shall engage.
what is
We
that?
shall prevail.
The
Yes,
reforging of Anderville,
As you command.
which gives him an even
we
bigger
shall
bodyguard.
prevail.
Your
So-
orders, my
Oh,
lord.
and now you get these little hints that was
Yes.
never there before. Ostsul. And this is a hunting camp. Gives free upkeep and building income. Leather tanner. Master carpenter's hut. Ranger's hall. Let's go for the ranger's hall here. And then move on to... Oh, we have another agent. Diplomat.
Yes, my lord.
Go there. We're gonna
I
fail
shall
the mission
continue
anyway, but
tomorrow.
let's find Rohan. Osul, you are for move
Yes, my
on to
lord.
Northern Dúnedain and get something built there. Let's build another watchtower.
This tower will keep vigil over the lands.
Because I'm addicted to them. I just have
My
to have
lord.
watchtowers here and there
Yes,
and everywhere.
stopping here. Tomorrow's journey planned
Dúnedain
out.
is being a little bit slow maybe.
Your orders.
And we are losing so much money, it's no longer fun. Here you go. And turn. Oh, yep, that's true. Oh, Angmar is now also moving in our direction. And I doubt that they will conquer those settlements during their first attempts. But eventually they'll start taking territories bordering us. Yep. There you go.
Fall back! We must regroup!
I want
Pulling back from the walls.
Darbad, west and east.
Approaching quietly. Approaching quietly.
Here we go.
Your orders, my lord.
Additional army going there.
Yes.
Oh, and now Halberad
Yes,
can no
my
longer
lord.
move out of the army. That's fun.
Yes, your orders, my lord.
Here
Yes.
we go. Keep
To battle.
besieging.
We shall prevail.
Yes, my lord.
Here you go.
As you wish.
There is
Yes.
no road here.
As you wish. I shall continue tomorrow.
Added
Your
loom.
orders.
Come out of your
If
hole.
only I could.
Here.
Yes,
Where's
my
the
lord.
mission? One turn remaining. And we're not going to make it unless we happen to
My
run
lord.
into them.
Without
But we
question.
don't. So, we'll lose that. Natural mediator. Dúnedain rigid beliefs. And a Dúnedain ranger. I recently got a request to show the traits of diplomats. One of the viewers.
Your orders,
so
my lord.
I just done that. Here we go.
With honor. We can go no further, my lord.
And 7 turns. I think we're actually sieging out Dead Man's Dyke, which is not entirely what I intended, because if they sally, we will take it
Yes,
sooner.
my lord.
But anyway, I also want to have Dún and then move to Western Tarbad. Anything beyond Breeze starting settlements, I want to have it, and anything that is that used to belong to Arnor in the past, up here at Thilin and so on, Baketa, I will try to also claim that. And they'll have their hands full here with the Barrow Downs first anyway. So,
Yes, my
and
lord.
there's rebel armies as well, so Bree will be
Yes,
a
my
little bit
lord.
busy at first. Spy, where are you? I have moved both
My
of them,
lord.
so let's hit the end turn again. It has taken us a little while to combine our armies, but at least now... Oh boy, you should have talked to me. We're gonna fail now, I think. Or it's gonna fail on the next turn, and then we just did manage to complete the mission. Here we go. There you go again. I'm so sorry for you.
We are disgraced.
Disgrace. Your
Fall
disgrace
back and
will...
retreat. Pulling back from the walls.
Bing. Yeah. Mission failed. Ostsul now has a Rangers Hall. Leather Tenor. Is that a military building? I guess it is. I don't know. It might actually be a craft.
Your orders, my lord.
As
Not
you
so
command.
much
Yes, my
anything
lord.
else.
Your orders, my lord.
Halbarad of the North. I think I will have you around, actually.
Yes.
You cannot be in Aragorn's army because he has to command, but having
Yes, my
Arafor walking up and down You know what, let's just not build anything right now because we are losing money so fast.
Yes, my lord. As you wish. I shall continue tomorrow.
Now, this guy, what's your name? I'm here. He has a fast seed, a Dúnedain ranger, diplomatic nature, Dúnedain rigid beliefs. That's not so nice. Rigid beliefs. Bilingual. Where's the other guy? What's your name? Valandur.
Yes, my lord.
Hey, another portrait compared to this one.
Yes, my lord.
I don't like either of them very much, to be honest. But this one, Valandur's, I like even less.
Your
In any
orders.
case, I'm gonna try and get him across to
Yes.
Rohan.
Without
Oh,
question.
what was that? A Bree diplomat. We're already allied with Bree. Good for you, Woodland Realm. They should... wow.
As you wish.
They should do a little bit
Stopping
better
here.
this time. As should Vale Van Duin. And I think that is it, isn't it?
My lord.
Let's
Approaching
scout
quietly.
around a little bit.
Approaching
I
quietly.
think Athilin
I shall
or
continue tomorrow.
Baketa.
Tomorrow's journey planned
Either of them
out.
should be over there somewhere. Six turns. You know what? I'll just siege him out anyway. Can't really afford to lose any units because we won't be getting any until Angmar physically attacks us. That is as it is. Oh. We've taken out Halberad, and he counted for so much that he kept them inside before, but they're no longer being kept inside now. So let's see, the Scourge Raiders are the commanding units, the Marauders and Heavy Goblin Archers are front and back lines, and then there's the Cave Trolls that are basically cavalry.
Muster your courage,
They
men!
are not cavalry,
We
they
march
count
into
they count as
battle!
infantry, but I mean our strategy to counter them will be pretty similar as to how we deal with cavalry. Meaning I'm gonna try and use my ranged on them. Also,
Units, await my orders!
look at this. This is Fornos Arraign in unupgraded form, which is awesome. Come on, Grey Company, rush back. Missiles, you be here. And Wardens, we've got 3 of them. They're going to be here. Now what I'll do is these Carlani swordsmen, I'm going to sacrifice them up against the trolls if possible. Oh yeah, dear no. They're attacking us, but they're not sallying out, which is a problem. Okay. Stop moving then. Okay, different strategy. As I was saying, I'm gonna use the Cardellani swordsman to counter the trolls, and I'm gonna deploy them wide so fewer models actually engage against them. They have 3 units of archers, so they will also be wide. Loose formation. They will skirmish and they will guard. These guys will be loose, skirmish, guard, and also deploy over here. So, in fact, all the missiles should just be here. Okay, I forgot that was still in. Okay, still a 6 speed. Now, there is a little chance that we can actually shoot the bloody trolls without them attacking us, because they won't be losing a lot of units. Range isn't all that great.
Attack!
Okay. You be here now.
Move out!
Strange erratic behavior, they were just moving away.
Stand and fight, men!
Strange.
Forward! Move! Move!
I'm surprised their range isn't any bigger than this. Here they go.
Attack!
They've got a cave troll. In fact, they've got 12 of them. Okay. Let's take a little look. They should start to take some hits. And you can notice hits if they move back a little. I mean, you can see the impact. And they're missing their shots here. Okay. So I'm gonna press in a little closer. There you go. If they don't hit, they're not gonna lose hit points, and we're just wasting arrows. Don't be a fighter, Will.
We Dúnedain will fight for you.
We'll wait your command.
Coming into close might also trigger a charge, but there we go again. Waste a couple more arrows on them. Bang! There's blood spattering, so that was a hit. Splattering. There's another. That's also blood splattering. So now we're getting hits on them. So, and they're not moving out, at least not yet, so I'm just gonna... Of course they got loads of hit points, but each time they get hit, another couple of hit points lost. There you go, that's one down. That's another down. As long as we're not hitting any of the other troops. I would have preferred to have killed a couple more. Okay, our arrows are spent here now. Okay, they will still be effective as rear charges, but we'll have to use another unit to get in here and shoot up the rest of them. Now, accuracy and hit chances of archers, they do not degrade over time as they lose stamina. However, if these guys do have to come into melee, and my expectation is that they will, eventually they will, then of course in melee stamina does count for something. There you go. Okay, they're now moving. I don't know why. Just change the position. It's the only unit that just changed position. Do we still have... Yeah, we've got line of sight. They just came in closer. We're just going to hit them harder and faster, and we're just going to do away with them before they can get into melee. Normally, whenever a besieged army sallies, they're just going to run. They're all going to run outside. Anyway, job done. That is cool. So let's get the rest of the melee of the range units up here. Screen of wardens and sentinels over here. You no longer need to be in close formation, so that's easy. You're sentinels, aren't you? A swordsman. Maybe they're using sentinels. I don't know anyone. They've changed their names as well. And interestingly, there's only a narrow... Yeah, well, let's do it that way.
Go lightly. Go lightly.
This is going to be a single cannon fodder unit that I'll put right here.
Forward.
And the rest of them are going to be right here. These guys are going to be... Oh, hold on. Fire at will. And right here. UV here. Aragorn. Hey.
Go lightly.
That is... Oh, there you go. In fact, what I'll do... I'll put the Grey Company even closer to the
Come
front
together,
line.
Dúnedain. Keep out of sight.
Stand and fight, men! Be alert. Come together, Dúnedain. Stand!
Alright, I'm gonna try and
Keep out of sight.
trigger them to attack us. And this is probably their general's unit, yeps.
Pick your feet up!
Oh wow. They're gonna retreat into the city center. They probably felt like they were already outside. Okay. Come here then. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. There you go. If I can make them fight my conditions, I'll be all in favor of that. There you go. And you can be here. In fact, I don't actually need them anymore. In any case, I'm gonna... Oh, there they go. Okay, now to slow things down. I'm gonna shoot the crap out of them with all my archers. Like that. They're sending forward even more archers right now. And now their entire army is streaming outside. You come here.
Look for tracks. Look for tracks. Attack!
That's actually a more dense target, so shoot them up.
Stay down.
There you go.
Attack! That depends on us.
They got poison arrows. Which is annoying. And they're not actually coming towards us, or are they? Now, fatigue, as long as it is affecting my archers, doesn't really matter. In this case, or at least not anymore. Now, I've got 4 archery units, they got 3, and mine aren't Dúnedain, most of them, so I should think we're easily winning the skirmish fight here. And I also would think that they, sooner than us, are going to decide they've had enough, but it is vice versa in fact. I'm going to decide that I've had enough. I'm going to charge at them. Since this is sort of a close quarters fight, I'm gonna keep my units in shield wall formation. Now Aragorn is gonna clash into these heavy goblin archers. And somehow these guys are apparently already in melee. That's interesting.
If we continue like this,
There
we will
come the
smash
Scourge
the enemy.
Raiders. So I'm gonna switch targets to the Scourge Raiders. Okay.
Stand firm. Move out and firm. Run. Ready to march. Watch this area.
These guys are up against the heavy goblin archers. And in spite of that, kind of struggling.
Stand! Men of the West!
You press into them.
Be alert.
Alright. You come head over this way. And we're pulling away that unit by positioning these guys over here. So that's interesting. You're gonna go flank them down. You're gonna go into those heavy goblin archers. You go into them. Hugo. Whenever I say Hugo, it makes me think of Hugo Weaving, which is the character that's playing out on.
With great speed.
I'm confident that we will win this, but there's another thing. We need to take out Numinos as well. Go into narrow or close formation. Because you and come in here.
Look for tracks.
Well, they're now pulling back. Towards the center, which is interesting. Apparently, because we are roaming around free here, it is going to allow us to do more damage with our archers. And these guys, they're just here to be decoys and save lives of our melee units. Come on, Aragorn. These guys are supposedly beasts, as I've been told. So, I'm really hoping, looking forward to seeing that, but Wardens into the Scourge Raiders, please. You come up a little bit closer then. You shoot up these,
Only half the enemy
them.
force remains.
You shoot at them. And come back here. We should keep threatening them, because they're all coming in support of their leader, bodyguard, general thing. We're down to 94, unfortunately. Shoot these guys. You shoot those marauders. You shoot the marauders. And
Our men have slain the
okay,
enemy
there you
general.
go.
Without him, his
Into
troops
these
will
guys.
lose their will to fight.
These guys. Hopefully they will all rout now. Okay, come out of shield wall. Run. These are broken.
Keep out of sight.
Keep running.
Be alert. Double time.
I'm gonna try and make them all run before anyone gets back into the city center and win it that way.
Our men are in command of the castle.
Who is not breaking then? Why are
We've
you?
lost control of the castle.
Stand! Men of the West!
Oh, we're gonna have to kill each and every one of them.
Stay quiet.
Lie low in the trees.
Double time. Move. Here, lead us in there.
Why are they still only wavering? They're not even in their city center. Anyway, they're gonna go down. Okay, stop shooting now.
Ceasefire. Look for tracks. Move up.
Just come here.
Look
Go
for
there. I really don't like how many units we are losing. On the other side, on the other hand, we're not training new units, but we can train, retrain units, I mean.
Our men have taken control of the castle.
And as I said, these house rules were viewer suggested, so I might actually be interpreting things wrong. I don't know.
Look for tracks. Watch this area.
There's still a chance that some of them are going to be healed back up after the battle.
Stay quiet. Stay quiet.
There's only one man left alive, I think. Here you go. One heavy goblin archer who is now fallen to the ground.
Is utterly vanquished.
There you go.
Let all who remember this day remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
A glorious victory. We've lost 216, which is going to heal quite a bunch. It is going to help with upkeep. Grey Company has 41 men left, has gained 1 XP. Cardinal Archers and Cardinal Swordsmen both have gained XP. They were in the previous battle. Wardens. Across the board, this unit lost 39 and heals only 2 back up, so he's down to 64, which is too bad. Cardinal units, they've lost 60. They're gonna be down to 91, which is still a fighting unit, but then again, they're like the meat shield to keep the Wardens alive, so they can fight another day and take out Numinos. Then again, I'm gonna see how I have interpreted the rules, as I just said. They were a suggestion from a guy called Orklover.
An honorable,
well,
glorious victory.
It's how he plays. I'm gonna
Lord,
try and do the
our
same.
courage and
Maybe
honor
I'm
have
being
conquered.
a little bit too stringent with the rules, but we've survived our first 8 turns, and
Rally to me, men.
if I can train new units, for example,
back from the
then I'm
walls.
sure that will be made known. In any case, okay, let's
My
go.
lord, without question.
What is it you would
Trade rights.
I accept.
And
What's your
alliance
next
and free map info. They're taking it. Let's exchange military access. Okay, not that it's a problem, but we've got an alliance, so at least we're supporting each other. That is awesome. And another thing is we can build... Oh, I cannot lower taxes here. Carpenter's hut. We're making money again! Yay! I think I'll go for the dirt paths first and then the carpenter's hut. I mean, I can do with the 10% on it's just, that's 175 gold that I can do without right now. It's okay. I just wanna up the income as soon as possible.
Your orders, my lord.
And this is 9 units.
Yes, my
That
lord.
Halberad can command. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So let us give the army to
My lord.
Halberad. At least that's what I'm thinking. But I think I'm going to give him Halberad, let him siege Numinas, whilst he keeps it under siege for one more turn.
To battle.
And
We
then
shall prevail.
probably
Yes.
Aragorn should go to Numinas and govern there. Maybe switch the capital to Numinas. It's not that we can afford it now, but it is something I would like to do. But hey, there's also you guys. Give suggestions as... I'm gonna consider your suggestions. Not necessarily saying that I'm gonna do each and every one of them. By the way, Dead Man's Dyke and Numinas both come without any buildings, so we're gonna have to build everything up from the ground, which is gonna be interesting. Ah, Conqueror of Four Norths Rain, even though it is Dead Man's Dyke right now and hasn't been upgraded back yet. What we
Yes,
can
my
do
lord.
already is build a
This tower will keep vigil over the
here,
lands.
Your orders, my lord.
there.
This tower will keep vigil over the lands.
Right. That is so much fun. In any case, this concludes our first episode. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, then please do so, because I just
Yes, my
look forward
lord.
to seeing you again in another episode, in the next one actually.
With honor.
So I would
tower will keep
appreciate
vigil
that.
over the lands.
And also,
Yes. We can go no
leave your
further, my
likes
lord.
if you have enjoyed this episode. There is a Discord link in my description, and there's going to be a link to the playlist of the series. Take a look around to discover the other playlists, if you will. There's also plenty of Warhammer 2 in there. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.